Well, agriculture is the future. That's according to African Development Bank Group President Adesina.
The future billionaires and the millionaires of Africa, they are not going to come from oil and gas. They're going to come from agriculture as a business.
For all the things that Africa produces, I see Sir Jeff over there producing maize, but also whether it is rice, whether it's cassava, whether it's coffee, whether it's cocoa, whether it's tea, whatever it is, or cotton, Africa has to absolutely add value to everything.
Welcome back to AfrigaZone, wonderful people of the diaspora, in the diaspora. How are you doing? My name is Raphael, diaspora returning home during and beyond the return. That's what we talk about on AfrigaZone. AfrigaZone for Africa to win. Beyond the return, how to generate cash flow income, how to make sure that you are sustained financially. And then also, I talk about how to invest smart. I've been investing, I've been generating cash flow, I'm doing it myself. That's what I share with you. As a community, as a part of the diaspora, and you being also part of the diaspora, so that all of us, we together, we will go up. And then also, if you go back home, people can be paid and not get the job done. How to avoid such things, because I call it a smart scam. I'm not talking about the web orchestrated scam, but it's a one-on-one. And this is becoming a part of culture from where I come from Africa. And this is the reality, this is the fact. This is not a negative to talk about. You gotta be smart, because people can get their money to get some work to do for you. They don't know how to do it, and they don't get it done. I'm preparing for more than a couple years right now with my family, with my wife and my children. You should share this video, you should like this video, and you should subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. This is how I get encouraged, and this is how I stay in the air, also bringing you the latest gem, precious information in order for us to make the return successfully. People have been asking about what are some of the possible investments. Today, in this video, I will not retain you for so long, but just watch this video right here. Watch it. I'll be back and we'll talk some more.
Well, agriculture is the future. That's according to African Development Bank Group President Adesina. He encouraged youth to consider careers in agriculture.
The future billionaires and the millionaires of Africa, they are not going to come from oil and gas. They're going to come from agriculture as a business. So we want the young people to understand that agriculture is a business. It's not just a way of life. And that's why throughout my career, I've been an evangelist for this, so that the young people can understand that that's the future. It's in agriculture as a business. So make agriculture cool for young people. We're investing heavily in marine fiber optic cables all across the continent to make the speed of internet very, very fast. Secondly, we are investing in information and communication technology centers of excellence, which is helping to build the next generation of ICT experts for Africa. And thirdly, we are working with Korea on a program called Korea Africa Tech Core. What I mean is that you normally hear Peace Corps, but this is Tech Core, bringing the technology, young people on Korea, linking with the young people in Africa to create the future Bill Gates or Zuckerbergs of this world.
African countries are trying to mirror the rapid development of Southeast Asia. Agriculture was one way South Korea first tracked its economy. And Africa too, with vast tracts of land, could use that blueprint to industrialize.
Well, I think first and foremost is to recognize that agriculture is not a way of life. Agriculture is a business, it's a wealth-creating sector. You know, you take a look at Africa today in total, Africa spends $35 billion a year importing food that it should be producing. And if we do nothing about that, by 2025, Africa will be spending another $110 billion importing food. So the things that have to change is how we take agriculture. We must take agriculture as a business that can create wealth and revive our rural communities. The second thing that has to change is that for all the things that Africa produces, I see Sir Jeff over there producing maize, but also whether it is rice, whether it's cassava, whether it's coffee, whether it's cocoa, whether it's tea, whatever it is, or cotton, Africa has to absolutely add value to everything. It makes no sense today that Africa accounts for 75% of the global production of cocoa, but Africa gets only 2%. 2% of a $100 billion market for chocolates. So the price of cocoa will fall, like it has just fallen. Again, Cote d'Ivoire is losing $1 billion as a result of that. But the price of chocolates never goes down. The price of cotton will fall, but the price of textiles and apparels will never go down. And so the price also of coffee beans will fall, but never the price of brewed coffee that people are making money all the way to the bank. And so we've got to make sure that we make agriculture value chains that allows Africa to add value to everything it produces. And that's why within the African Development Bank, we've taken this very seriously, that we're going to invest $24 billion of our own money into agriculture over the next 10 years so that Africa can be totally food self-sufficient. And secondly, Africa can participate in global value chains. For the things that it produces, it should add value. It should be making a lot of money. Agriculture is not a way of life. Agriculture is a wealth sector, and it must be treated exactly like that.
What are some of the possible investments? Today, in this video, I want to give you a bigger idea that it is good for you and I to set our eyes on, because we are part of the rebuilding. As we return back, we are going to be part of the rebuilding of the walls of Africa and to the next generation. Do not forget that as I'm speaking right now, Africa accounts for 1.3 billion as a population, and 75% of that population are under 25 years old. Wow. Wow. Thank you for staying tuned, wonderful people of the diaspora and in the diaspora. I think that this short video has been a moment of education, has been a moment of an enlightenment. It is like a light bulb just turn on. I think that it is not that we don't know. It has been there. It has been there. The information is there, but the mindset to wake it up has been dormant, and it has been dormant for so long, and we can't afford to continue like this. Wonderful people of the diaspora and in the diaspora, that agriculture, it is a business. It is a business. We should have this mindset moving forward now. In this global crisis, in the Africa, the giant Africa, the lion Africa, how can we wait for Ukraine to deliver us wheat before we eat? How? How? People of the diaspora and in the diaspora, wonderful people, with the skills, the experiences, the degrees that all of us, each one of you, has amassed here, abroad, and overseas. How are we still here and not doing nothing about it? That's the reason why. We see the Chinese, we see the Europeans, we see the Americans. They are buying massive lands in our countries, in the villages. They are buying our lands to cultivate. The one who gives us food to eat tells you what to do, whether you like it or not. The one who gives you food or who put food on your table tells you what to do. If the person tells you to go to right, that's where you go, because if you don't, you might not have to eat. You might not have gotten to eat. Agriculture is the way to the future. What is it talking about? What are some of the integrations? What are some of the things that has been integrated? If we take mango, if we cultivate mango, if we go into agriculture, we should think of transforming the produce or the product that come out of it. If you cultivate or if you farm mango, the mango, it has a juice, it has a nectar. There's a lot that it can do. The seed of mango, according to some of the research, it can be made, it can produce oil. If it's transformed well, it can produce oil. When we take coconuts, we know that oil can come out of coconut, chips can come out of coconut, juice can come out of coconut, coconut nectar can come out of coconut. And then the shell of the coconut is not something that we should throw away. It can go into art. It can go to renewable energy. This is what is agribusiness. And people of the diaspora, many of you have been asking me where to invest. Investment, it is not only to, take an amount of money and then give it to an investor or give it to a company and put it there, and then at the end of the year or at the end of 2 years, the end of 5 years, 10 years, and then you get a return or you get an interest and you get a return. This is also one side of investment. There's other side of investment also. It is good to diversify. If we are able to produce what we eat, we should be able to feed our own people. This is how we evolve. It is estimated that in 20 years, Africa population is going to double. We need sufficiency, food sufficiency in Africa. We must produce. The diaspora has been part of the rebuilding of China, and Singapore, and Hong Kong, South Korea. It is our turn. It is our turn. It's time to wake up the giant that is in us. Each and every one, join the movement. The return, during and beyond the return. The beyond the return, we have to involve with our skills. We have to involve with our experiences. We are able to outsource companies and work with them. Because if I go to Ghana, for example, right now, having been here, I might be the face of the company because I relate better, I relate more to people on the land than them. And it is happening. I am in mid-age and it's not too late. You are in mid-age, it's not too late. You may be older. In a later age, it is not over. The younger one, they have shown us that it is possible. As I shared in other video, that they take risks. For us, it's like a 50-50. Because we have left the country, the time we left the country, things were really bad. But now, things have changed. And that leads me to this question. You can make it. You can make it. Do you have vast land? Do you have massive lands? Cooperate, network with others who have the skills, who have the experiences, who have the expertise. That's how we come together. That's how we network. This is what this channel is about. I'll not hold you for so long, and I think that this has been precious to you, precious information. And if you are not yet subscribed to my channel and you are watching me for the first time, it's time to do so. Like and share this video. On AfrigaZone, we talk about the diaspora, beyond the return, during the return. And if you like what you see, support us also. Support us in any way. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. My name is Raphael. Ciao.